This is Whilelab YouTube channel. In today's video, I will explain how to deploy Django apps to Heroku. So before we start, what's deployment and what is PAAS, or Platform as a Service? Deployment is the process in installing your web app into a server so everyone can access it over the internet, and the app would be available on our platform as a service. It's something like Heroku. They basically save you a lot of time in managing the servers because they provide a managed server, so you can only worry about like publishing your code and not managing the servers and maintenance of the servers. So it saves time. All right, so here's the project we will be deploying to Heroku. So the requirements, I'd expect you to know what are virtual environments. Basic Python and Django knowledge would really help, and a Git knowledge. As you can see, this is a very simple app. Okay, it's working. So if I open this app, got this app which shows whatever data is in the client's model. So the only thing I changed in this project is I added this client model. I implemented the URLs and created one view that returns an HTTP response with all the clients in the database. The crucial thing for deployment is in the settings. Okay, I added this line which imports the Django Heroku, which is imported up here, which installed using pip. You can just type pip install Django Heroku. It's highly recommended that you're using virtual environments so you don't mess up your global files. So if you check the my requirements file, as you can see, I've got this Django Heroku, I've got Django, and you will need to install the gunicorn. So basically, if you have already installed Django, you just open your terminal and just type pip install gunicorn and Django Heroku. So since I already have them, it would say requirements already satisfied. The other thing is to extract all the changes. You can just say pip freeze this bigger than sign requirements.txt. Okay, make sure to execute this command whenever you change, install, or remove new packages, because this what will this file is what Heroku will use to install your web app basically, and if there's a missing package, the app will not run basically. So what does this line do in the settings file? It basically manages everything Heroku related. So it would set up the database, the static files. After you finish all of that, you're gonna say just Heroku create. Okay, before Heroku create, I will leave a page URL in the description which would explain to you how to install Heroku based on your Heroku CLI command line interface based on your operating system. Once you install it, you just type Heroku login, and then it would redirect you to a login page where you can log into Heroku, so you are authenticated, so you can now create apps. Basically, after that, you can just type Heroku create, and it would create a new app for you. Since I already have a Git repo initiated in this project, okay, if I just say get remote, sorry, okay, yeah, here it is. So I got added this Heroku, okay, remote with this URL. To confirm, I can just say get remote, get URL Heroku. That's like Heroku is the name of the remote server or the Git server. As you can see, the URL is rookc, which is basically this one. Now what I can do basically is just say get status to confirm that all my changes are committed to the repo. So that's why I said you need some Git knowledge. I will add all my changes and commit them as you should have a better commit messages, but this is for educational purposes, and we're focusing on the deployment part. So yeah. Now let's confirm those were committed. Yeah, we're good. We can just now say push to the Heroku remote and push my own master server. It says main, so I want to push my master branch to the main branch in Heroku. You probably wouldn't have to worry about this if you had Git creating branches as main. Okay, as you can see now, it's installing. Now all of this is happening in the Heroku server, so it's building on Heroku 20 stack. It's determining which build. Okay, Python app detect. No Python version was specified. They're going to use 3.9.9. It's installing the packages. Okay, it's identified the Procfile. We'll get back to this one. So as a launching, so you will need also to create this Procfile, and you will write this command. I will also link it in the write it in the description. You basically specify the type of the dino, I think, and then here you specify your whiskey file. The only thing you would need to change is this my app. You would write here whatever is the directory that has your whiskey file. Okay, so you can see on the right side here is this whiskey file. This is located under the my app, so I want the whiskey file under my app directory. If this is different for you, it could be something else. For example, if this was whatever, okay, then you would change this to be whatever. You get the idea, right? Okay, so let's get back in here. Let's see our website. It should be located in here. So once you run your web app, as you can see, we got a few problems in here. Why is that? First thing, we need to disable. Okay, we need to disable the debug. So you will open your, okay, let's rename this to what it was, my app. You will go to the settings and disable this debug, make it false, because when you're in production, you don't want anybody to look at your debugging messages. That's the first thing. Now, if I add those changes again, okay, and set debug false, okay, and then we push those changes. Let's test our app now. Now, if you saw this, no problem, don't worry. You will need to confirm a few things. First, go to your Heroku dashboard and confirm you have the database URL. If you have it, that's good. The next thing you want to confirm is to migrate the database changes. How you do that is you don't have to specify the app, okay? If you have only one app, but because I've linked two apps to this project, it's asking me which app do I want to execute this command on. So basically, Heroku run allows you to execute whatever command on your server. So here I just executed by the managed by migrate to migrate the changes into our new database. Now, if we come back to our web app, which had an application error, as you can see, this is Rocky C. If I refresh, okay, it's not working. So let's see what we have in our Heroku logs tail. Okay, so I messed up. It's here. I changed this to whatever, and it should say my app. So as you can see, you need to fix your Procfile. After that, I'm editing the changes and adding them to the Heroku repo. So you'll name it the commit message as fix Procfile, and we will push the new changes to Heroku. It's building right now. And the app is working, only we need to add some data. So let's switch to the create a super user and call it demo, give it a password of password. I'll be deleting this after the video, so don't worry. Alright, a comment, yes, no problem. Cool. Now let's get back to the admin page. Let's log in. Alright, let's add some new data. Okay, click the clients, let's add the new data. Alright, let's fill in the form and save. Okay, and let's get back to our page, and there we go, it's working. Database deploy. So here's a few things you need to make sure, or when you're deploying, you can just say check the double-deploy. It would give you a list of things you should do to make sure your app is safe when you deploy. Okay, so those settings you would have to set in your settings folder. I will not go through this, but I will link to the Django docs in the description where you can follow through this.